Hello and good evening. My name is Gold Vision. I know we were going to space recently, but because of networking issues and the general difficulty that goes into the cerebral pursuits of the outer wilds, I decided that today I just wanted to relax after a bit of a long day. Let my mind detach from the going-ons and do something that I don't normally do, which is drift. I don't do a lot of drifting just because it's difficult. Don't worry about those boxes. They're part of the world building experience. In fact, don't worry about anything in this world. There's missions abound, and the guise of danger, but ultimately we're just kind of floating, trying to drift our best. Drift between lamps. I don't even know which lamps they are. Perhaps, oh, it's those. Don't worry about the car. This is a journey. It's a drifting journey. And there's no real right or wrong here. It's just an opportunity to exist for a moment. I don't necessarily have control over what color my car will turn, but doesn't really matter. This game is free on the Epic Games Store right now. And I am not particularly naturally skilled in its art. But I'm trying to be patient with myself and learn new skills. And drift into tires that are made for such things. Just trying to be polite. Trying to get close to the objectives. And trying to keep the drift combo up, which is an endeavor on its own. I think you get a bonus if you run right into them, but I'm trying to develop. I've actually gained in skill, if you can believe it. I've improved in my capabilities as a driver, and I've accepted some challenges early on, but I've only been playing for about 10 minutes, which seemed like enough experience. I'll do this one more time. It said you get advanced points for driving close to these objective tools, but yeah, you have to be drifting as well, I think. And that's just the name of the game. It literally has a drift in the title, so it's a skill that I wish would just translate in every game. But there's no guarantees. Like, it also has its own personality for that reason. And actually, I'm not traditionally a top-down person. Even the original Grand Theft Auto was a bit of a stretch for me. The MOBAs of present day are relatively exhausting, just because I feel so distant from my character. But I do think that being outside a vehicle with strange operation principles and different drift 20 times. There's unique goals at all of these racetracks, and I'm being told that I'm crashing a lot, which could, you know, could relate to my traditional everyday experience. A sneaky yellow car. As you see, I've completed a lot of the initial missions here. You probably know that because it's clear. There's 2 event challenges left and 1 mission left. This was a difficult endeavor. The ramp over the plane took me several tries. I'll demonstrate how difficult it is. And that's how you can advance to the next area. It's been a pretty linear game experience so far. Let's do a January flip. Perfect. It's mostly for tricks. And I'm going to give this one more shot too. Hamamatsu. This one's much more straightforward. I say that it's straightforward. It's literally an oval, but that's not what I mean, you know. I did such a great turn last time. Just knocked it out. Ah, it's so close. There's no judgments here though. Just grab up the circles that you can handle and get the combos that are most suited for you. I really like it. I advocate it as a free game. I do. And I believe it's a title that's been around for a bit. But if you just want to drive in a couple circles at the end of your day, get some Zen laps. It's mostly music. It's about finding that harmony, synchronicity with your reality, and flowing with it. And obviously, there's objective measure. That's what makes it a game. But the more you do it, the less you have to think about doing it, and then the more you enjoy it. I really shouldn't be jumping so many different games every day. I should really try to focus. I feel like if I'm always running, if I'm always trying to improve and trying to challenge myself and do things that are outside my comfort zone, that I'll be stronger. But ultimately, I think it is a opportunity of a lot of games to stop and enjoy the fruits of the grind. And I definitely haven't been doing that in basically any of the experiences that I've been participating in out in the world. And that's not very harmonic, is it? I have really liked the opportunity to share a bunch of different games and to not feel restricted. I think I worry about that the most. The idea of like a homogeneous game experience where you're forced to spend all of your time developing skills for just one game, for one language of one game, and then you build that world, and then you're just subject to the whims of the creators of that world. And there are a lot of games that do a lot of good, and they create diverse and exciting experiences, but they're all still operated by corporations. They're all answering to the economy, the marketplace to some extent. And so you gotta really trust, you have to trust really the entire community, the entire gaming ecosystem first. And that's my aspiration here, is to never feel like I'm stuck or spending all of my time and resources on one title, one game. Close. And you can't slow down, otherwise you'll lose your combo. And that's a universal game truth. Wow, I got a 3 times combo just for that turn? You obviously lose the combo if you collide with the wall. And I'm not that focused on advancing, because most of the things that I've experienced in this game are very much similar to this all the way through. There's a question if I've played Art of Rally, and I haven't. And right. I'm not familiar with it, but if it's by the same developer and it's in the same design world, I think it's probably compelling, at least for a few moments. I had a pretty good combo there. Definitely wasn't a times 10. Wow, and I just got ranked in the world, 49,000th place. I almost did all of these things, actually. I unlocked the world challenge. There's a suggestion to not forget to drift. I also find it very interesting that the typeface seems to be the one that I use on my my thumbnails for the live streams. The font that they've got here. 1 mission's left. Midnight Drift. That's not fair. Okay, and this one's nighttime. This is completely different than anything I've done so far in the game. I apologize in advance if it's too spooky. I do have my headlights on. It's kind of that MOBA experience though. Like, operating a cart, you're going to be able to see where you're going. But from this perspective, you could be looking just feet ahead of you and you won't be able to see it. There was a suggestion to not forget to drift, and so I'm trying to remember to. Oh, these are collectible boxes of an intrinsic and confusing denomination. And then there's a little bit of a detail. I really like the treads that you can use to trace your background. And I hope I turned down the volume enough, because the scraping sound was something that was really bugging me. Don't worry, this is just a 1 lap extravaganza. And that's all it is. I'm going to give it one more go. I find it interesting that it seems like no matter what it is, how deep I try to cut out a game, there seems to be people who are familiar with it, have played it before, and know similar titles. And you can tell it's just it's the juice. It's the day's juice, just like you can see it emptying out of me. My driving capabilities just waning. I know I've given it my all, and I've done as much as I can. Let's just Just take it all, so I can completely reset. It's how you're supposed to charge batteries, especially at first. Let them get all the way down. I feel like I'm drifting, but it needs to not be me drifting, I guess. It's ultimately the thing. Ultimately, the drift need to happen through me. I just need to like disconnect and get to the point where the drifts just drift through me. I think that's what we should all aspire for. Should also brake more. It's a car thing in general. But I doubled my score. And I think that's where I'll leave it tonight. We can watch the replay and go for it. And thankfully it's quiet. This game, it's called Absolute Drift. I've never played before, but it's free on the Epic Games Store. It's actually kind of fun and compelling and zen, for sure. Sometimes people ask me about the meditation experience or what the best way to go about doing things, and I think it's a long path that's not just about just closing your eyes, but it's about what you do when you open them, and to kind of find that harmony with your environment and with the world and with literally everything, the distractions and the bad internet connections, trying to find the positive way to keep moving forward, because that's all you're doing anyway. That's what the meditation experience is about. So a game like this, which doesn't reach in and try to violate your sentiments and try to break you, or try to distract you or create trauma, that's a ideal experience, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you tonight. Like I said, my battery is out for the day, so I think I'm going to call it. But until next time, thank you for watching. My name is Gold Vision, and I hope you have a good night.